Hey everybody, Tracy Monty Smith with SE Coaching, right back at ya. I wanted to check in with everybody about how you're doing on your resolutions. I know that mine have been a struggle, and there are times when I have found myself definitely off that goat path and going back onto that super highway where everything's so much easier, right? Especially as our days are getting busy, our kids are back in school, and we're back onto that regular work schedule, and it's just life is passing us by, and it's passing us by really fast. So we really want to keep up, and it's really, really easy for us to slip back into those old habits. So I just wanted to, like I said, check in, but I also wanted to share the fact that, you know what, even when we go off our goat path and trying to establish those new resolutions or those new habits, it's okay. It's okay to say to yourself, oops, that didn't work. When I decided to make all of this kind of an experiment and give myself permission to fail the experiment, does not mean that I quit the experiment. It means that I get to start it over. And that's the part that's really cool, is that choice. I'm choosing to start it over. So I don't know that I shared exactly what my resolutions were, and I don't know that I'm ready to go there right yet. But I am going to tell you that around, Josie is knocking this. Hey, please go. Go. So sorry, real life time right here. Out. Thank you. That might end up on the blooper reel. Is to realize that when I am going off that goat path, and it's being aware of when that's happening. And that's the key here, guys. That's the key, is to becoming aware of when that happens, all right? And to not let those monkey mind shoulder devils that sit up here yak in your ear and tell you that you've done something wrong or that you've done something bad, or because there is no bad and there is no wrong in it. It just happened. It just is. And so it's your choice to choose what to do with that information and what to do with that action or reaction or whatever it was that took you off the goat path of trying to establish these new habits in your life. But you get to take that exit off the superhighway and go back onto that goat path. That's your choice. And that's the part that's really, really cool. So when I catch myself doing this, I get really curious. I get really curious as to why this is happening, what is going on in my life that's making it easier for me to go back to those old habits that aren't serving me, and I know they aren't serving me. And so I take a moment and I literally sit down in a chair. And I take a moment to sit with myself around what's going on. Right? Around, is there an emotion that sidetracked me? Have I let my schedule get away from me? Is that what sidetracked me? Is it something that someone else said or did that let me get sidetracked? It's really easy on a diet for someone else to, or a new eating plan. I prefer that term. You go out to eat and someone else can say something or do something that sidetracks you. You know what? When your eating partner orders French fries and a burger, it's really hard to stick with that salad you were planning on having, right? But it's okay. So sit with it and find out what made you go off the rails on that. Is it because you were looking for acceptance for the other person? Is it because you just plain were tired of working on this? It doesn't matter what it is. It just happened. And you get to put it back on the right path to what you want to do. So there's a number of ways that I like to sit down. I really want to refer you back to our awareness exercises. It's in the blog. Go back to the blog. It's going to be in tomorrow's blog that supports this video, that link to that those awareness exercises. Again, I really like to sit down and do some meditation. It quiets my mind and lets me really get into deep about why I made the choice that I made. I also really enjoy doing the body scan, which is also another tool that we offer here at SE Coaching. If that's something you're interested in, shoot me an email. I'll send you the link to that. It is a free tool that we offer. Another thing that I really, really like doing is I like using the Tibetan singing bowls, and I really highly recommend, if that's something you're interested in, to go ahead and Google that. There's a number of different sites online where you can listen to the different tones of the singing bowl, and you can see which ones speak for you. Different tones speak to different people, right? So make sure you get the one that works best for you. But of course, my favorite of all time favorites is to spend time with my horse herd. They just have so much messaging and so many things for me to say, and I can spend a few minutes with them and go in and say, you know what? something's going on with me today and I'm not really sure what it is. And taking that quiet time with the horse herd and that meditation time with the horse herd usually really snaps me back into awareness about what's going on. So once I realize why I went off the rails or went off the goat path, and then I can take that information and again choose what to do with it. And I can choose to continue on the superhighway because maybe that resolution really wasn't the right one for me, or maybe it wasn't something that was a super high priority for me that I thought it was on January 1st, and that's okay. That's the message that I'm hoping that you're getting from today, is that if you're sticking with your resolutions, bravo, bravo. But if you're finding it difficult and you're finding times that you're losing the focus on those resolutions, that's okay too. Because you get to take that, you get to choose to take that and figure out what it means and dig deeper and find out what's really going on that's happening for you. So, and that's a gift. It's a beautiful, beautiful gift that you get to do that we get to do that as human beings. So again, just checking in. If you want to, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know how things are going for you. I have definitely had days that I have gone off my goat path towards my new habits, but I catch myself and I start over. And that's the beauty of being a human being, is that gift. So until we talk next week, have a fantastic, fantastic week. I look forward to seeing you all here again in a few days. Have a great one. Bye-bye.